have no fear. I have redeemed you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm actually going to be trying something new. I am going to be creating my very own Bohamian crochet braids. Okay, I've been online searching for the perfect crochet braid for me, the ones that I wanted specifically. But you know what, I have so much hair. I decided to make my very own crochet. Now, I've never done this before. I am excited to try it. You guys are going to be trying it with me. So this is a DIY crochet Bohamian crochet braids. Okay, my first time, never done it before, but I'm excited to try, and I want you guys to come along with me. So if it come out looking terrible, if it come out looking bad, don't, not too much. But yeah, let's jump straight into the video. Okay, I like to start off by washing all of my synthetic hair, simply because some of the hair has heavy chemicals and is not pleasing to the scalp. So I like to soak the hair in vinegar and completely shampoo and condition, and it does not leave a smell as long as you clean it thoroughly. Okay, so I went to my local beauty supply and I purchased this braiding hair rack to start my braids off. But y'all, this gave me the hardest time. Maybe if I had the standing braiding rack, it wouldn't have been as difficult to grip the braiding hair. But because this was a countertop rack, it was just slipping and sliding. It was doing all type of things. I specifically wanted to use this braiding rack so that my crochet loop wasn't as large at the beginning. I wanted them to be as small as possible. But you know, I was able to get some done. It is possible. It would just take a bit longer. So I suggest, if you do use this method, that you get the standing braiding rack rather than the table rack. I saw someone on TikTok try this DIY crochet with a hanger. So I switched from the rack and I did try the hanger, and y'all, everything's so much easier. So I was basically braiding how I would braid the hair to my head or on someone else's head, but just on the hanger to make sure it's nice and tight. You have a nice grip to ensure that the loop is secure. Otherwise, your loop will loosen and create a double knot, which I feel you can still work with for sure, but just make sure at the start of the braid that it is nice and secure. As I braid down, I am adding in some of those curly loose pieces from my human hair wig. I do love a full boho look. I like for the style to give a sew-in / braid look. It's like a 2-in-1. So if you prefer a fuller look, then go ahead and add more pieces than that, more curly pieces to achieve that look. So this is basically what I have so far. And those little loose ends that you see, I'm actually going to be taking some curlers and just curling the ends of the hair and dipping it in hot water. That way we won't be left with those stringy looking ends, but rather they'll curl up and they'll match the curly human hair texture. shout out to my husband for helping me out with my parts. But anyway, guys, now to braid down my natural hair for the crochet install, I love to do the illusion part method because it gives the illusion of individual parts. So if you hate the typical crochet look, you know, like where it looks all full and fluffy, like you would just tell it's crochet, then try the illusion method. It definitely gives it a new natural look, and I love to do. So I'm going to try to show you guys how I do it. Basically, I part my row and I part a little section in the front. I'll braid or twist that down. Then I'll part another section, and before I start to braid that second section, I'll take that first braid from the first section that I parted and I'll just add it into that second braid and then just braid it normally. So basically you're just going to be braiding and connecting all your braids. When I tell you guys, I was so nervous to put these crochet in my hair. I just didn't know what to expect, y'all. I was so scared. This is the first time I ever done this, and plus our trip was the next day, so I would have had to work with whatever I would have had. Okay, I was gonna make it work, but surprisingly it actually worked out and it turned out really cute, and I'm so happy and I'm so thankful that it did, because it was so much work. It took me a long time to do it because, you know, I had my little babies here too with me, but I would definitely do it again because the customization of doing it how you want it and exactly how I liked it, it was such a reward. I'm so thankful for that. It takes a lot of patience, y'all, so just be prepared. And I always say that it takes a lot of patience. Just be patient with stuff like this. But I definitely will be trying different ways to install and also to do the braids. I look forward to doing these in the future. And y'all, thank you so much for watching. If you have stayed through this entire video, please like, comment, and subscribe. But please stay so y'all can see the finished product, okay? Love y'all. Thanks.